On air, online, on campus. This is Blast Radio.
That was Johnny Flynn in April from the Song 1 soundtrack. Welcome, one and all, to the Film for Thought podcast. I forgot the name of our show because I wasn't reading our notes.
Good job, good job.
Not live on Blast Radio this week, but brought to you, as always, by the UWL Film Society.
That's good of them.
First rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
You can't handle the truth.
We named the dog Indiana.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
You talking to me?
And here we go.
My name's Jacob Mulgrew. Joining me, as usual, is my co-host Connor Mulgrew. Say hello,
Hello.
Connor. And our producer, Kayti Wiita. I'm not going to make her say hello because she doesn't like to talk. With no guest this week. Very sad. Very, very sad. This is also a pre-recorded episode. Kayti and Connor are disappearing for a little while tomorrow, so this is being recorded on the 5th of November. Are you excited for Bonfire Night?
No.
No. There's a big march going on in central London or something. I don't know.
There's a lot of stuff happening in central London. Though,
Yeah, things
as
tend
far
to
as far as Bonfire Night's concerned, I basically have the same opinions of it as your average household pet.
That's true. So don't worry. If you're listening to this live, nothing changes.
Yeah.
It's just a slightly shorter episode. If you were worried at all, this is still going to go up on Saturday on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll finish reading the introduction now.
That's a good job.
This is also a super short episode. It's just going to be an hour long. We're going to talk about just the news from this week. It's just going to be an hour long newsroom segment.
Can I just say a quick thing before we go into the news?
Yeah, you feel free, mate.
Yeah, you look really sarcastic right now, but
No.
still gonna do it.
I've still got stuff to go through. So
Oh,
I'm on
right,
edge.
okay. I think the most important piece of news this week is that I found
Dude, why
an
don't we-
Argos pen in
You're
the
very
studio.
excited about that Argos pen.
I'm excited about the Argos
They
pen.
switched to pencils, man,
They
and that
did.
changed everything.
I'm holding a relic from a time long past.
Couple of orders of business before we begin. If you want to join in the conversation at any point, although it isn't live, so we won't be able to respond.
Nope, we'll just
Well,
be...
we'll probably respond, but
No,
we're not
we'll
going to respond
just
live
get
on
tweets
air.
from people that are just extremely confusing and out of
Yeah.
context.
But you can do so on Twitter, hashtag FFT on Blast, or by tweeting me at Jake Mulgrew, or Connor at Con Mulgrew. That's CONN Mulgrew. You messed up your Twitter handle last week. You said Connor Mulgrew.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
Yeah. Which is also extra confusing because no one would be able to know how to spell your name.
Yeah, absolutely. They spell it O-R.
If you can't stick around during the show, don't worry. The show will be going up tomorrow on YouTube if you're listening live. Now with video, we still have video. We launched our video last week. So shout out to all the people watching the video on YouTube. So let's begin.
Okay.
Hour-long newsroom segment. Anything could happen. We're probably going to talk about news though.
Don't we already do an hour-long newsroom?
We do. I don't know.
So
I'm
basically,
pretending
it's just
it's
a regular episode, just without
just
the guests
cut
and
off
topic
short.
stuff.
Yeah. So let's start as we always do with the box office. Connor,
Okay, yeah.
if I said to you, last weekend was the lowest box office taking of 2015, would you believe me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too. Because I'm
There's
looking
no
at
question
it.
there. There's nothing coming out at the moment.
Because why would I not believe myself?
Yeah.
So in at number 1 this week was The Martian again. Yep, 11 million.
That film is killing it, man.
It is totally killing it. In at number 2 is Goosebumps again, with 9 million. Number 3, Bridge of Spies with 8 million. Sorry, I'm going to pull my notes closer.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Hotel Transylvania is in at number 4 with 5 million. Last Witch Hunter in number 5 with 5 million. And then a new film in its 6th.
Yeah.
A Bradley Cooper star vehicle called Burnt.
I'm sorry, a Bradley Cooper film came out and it's only at number
5.
6 on its opening weekend?
Yeah, 5 million in total.
Ooh, that's rough.
It's Paranormal Activity The Ghost Dimension in at number 7 made 3 million. A brand new film, Our Brand is Crisis, which I've never even heard of.
That sounds
in at 3 million.
like the most hipster film that's ever been created.
You were excited for The Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, which came out this week in
Okay.
in America.
I got to preface, I'm not excited for it.
It's just a cool idea.
I'm interested.
It
There's
came
a
in at number
difference.
12.
Yeah?
It made 1.8 million.
Well, that's not good.
It's not good at all.
In comparison to its big brother Zombieland, which we'll talk about in a bit, I guess, because...
It was technically a limited release though, so
Yeah, okay.
but yeah, not a really interesting box office week.
No.
Usually we've had like 5 minutes at least to talk about box office.
Yeah,
before,
but there's no real
it's
need this
nothing
time,
to,
'cause
nothing to
it's
dwell
not that
on this
interesting.
week. So let's get into the news. I heard a rumor
Yeah.
which is most of what film news is nowadays. It's just rumours.
Mostly.
I heard a rumour from JoeBlow.com.
JoeBlow.com.
Yep. That Under the Red Hood would be the first live-action Batman film.
Hasn't that been a rumour for months?
It's been but like it's like a rumour with a source now.
Oh, okay.
So
That means we've got to pay attention.
That's exciting. Yeah, well, yeah. If someone's saying it, who's actually connected to it, I'm more inclined to believe it than if I just think it's a good idea. Which is what we've been going off so
Okay,
far.
one
It's like,
second.
I
Who's
thought it was a good
the
idea.
source?
Well, they don't reveal that kind of stuff because they can get fired.
Well, yeah, but
Welcome to journalism.
yeah.
You just have to trust that there is one.
Okay, maybe not then. Maybe not. We won't talk about that then because there's no source. And
No, I want to talk about the
idea.
idea of it, though.
Okay. Okay.
Under the Red Hood is a cool...
Under the Red Hood
well,
is a cool
actually,
storyline.
I think the actual arc is called Under the Hood or just Red Hood or something.
No, I'm pretty sure it's Under the Red Hood.
No, that's the animated film.
So it is my mistake.
Yeah. So those who don't know, it's a Robin kind of focused storyline.
Yeah.
It's a really interesting bit of comic book.
Oh, I don't think we
reading.
actually prefaced that this is a DC film universe thing.
Oh yeah, sure. It's DC film. This would
Yeah.
be the first Batman solo film.
Yeah. This is
That's
this
the
is
rumour.
tying into the same universe as the Zack Snyder Man of Steel films and the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, exactly. So it all be connected, and this kind of, I think this kind of puts to rest the rumors that the Joker from the Suicide Squad is Jason Todd, because if they're going to go into
the Red Hood
into the Red Hood
it's
storyline, then
probably
it's
going to be
probably-
the
it's
Jason
probably-
Todd Red Hood.
exactly, and so
'Cause
Jason
there's,
Todd
like,
could
two
not
Red
possibly be
Hoods.
both the Joker and
Well, I mean,
and
you
the Red
say
Hood.
that,
oh.
but did you read The Killing Joke? You did read The Killing Joke.
I read the Killing Joke. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about it?
He's the Red Hood in that at a point.
The Joker is, yeah.
Yeah.
The Joker is because that's his like.
So
faux
the
origin
Joker
story.
and Red Hood are both characters that can exist
Yes, but
using the
Jason
same
Todd's
person.
Red Hood is not the Joker.
Yeah, but they're taking some creative liberties with this universe, and I applaud them for that.
It's cool though that it's like
Have you seen the
We'd
really?
be-
Sorry, let's get off Red Hood.
There's
There's a really ridiculous. There's a really ridiculous rumor that I don't know if you saw about DC this week.
Well, if I did, it would have been in my notes.
Okay. Well, there's a rumor going around that basically Ben Affleck isn't quite
Yeah, I heard
Batman.
this. He's
and that
apparently
he's Deathstroke
Deathstroke.
instead.
It's ridiculous.
It's the silliest rumor I've ever heard.
It's good. He's got grey hair. Batman doesn't have grey hair.
Except Batman does have grey hair,
Batman does
guys.
have
Read
grey
the
hair.
comics.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What a stupid rumor.
I'd see.
This
Here's
is
the
like
thing.
the people who are saying, "Oh, Luke Skywalker's Kylo Ren." It's like, no,
no, he's
no,
not.
he's not.
It's absolutely
He's
not.
blatantly. We're gonna eat our words if any of this
Oh
turns
my
out to
god,
be true.
yeah. We'll
We're gonna-
lose our show.
Mark will be like, "Right, you're off the air.
Yeah.
We don't
Too
want you."
unreliable. Get out of here. But like, just to put to bed this idea of the whole Deathstroke being the character that Ben Affleck is playing.
Yeah. Well, the other part.
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, the other part of that was that they said it's because Christian Bale is going to come back.
Yeah,
And
except
that's
that's
not
not going to
happening.
happen because
That's not happening at all.
Christian Bale's a crazy
There was a
person and they
rumour-
didn't offer him nearly enough money.
No, there was a rumor a really long time ago that they offered him 40 million.
Yeah, well, the most recent rumor is that they've offered him 50 million now.
That wouldn't. Well, that wouldn't.
That's not
be
enough. That's
Like,
not enough for Christian Bale. You're going to have to go to at least like 300 million before he's even
Jeez,
interested.
that's like half the budget.
Yeah,
Well, probably not. It's probably a much
but
more
here's the
expensive
point:
film
is
than
that like Christian Bale's a crazy person. I'm
He
pretty sure he's done with
is.
Batman.
Professionally, like personally, but professionally, we're done.
Yeah, I'm
So
pretty
you,
sure.
you've seen that, right? Do you know what confuses me the most about that Christian Bale freak out?
What?
He stays in character. He's got that American accent on.
Yeah, what? The
He's
hell?
Welsh,
Yeah,
but he's yelling at him, and he's like, "We're done. We're effing done."
what film was that from the set of?
Terminator Salvation, I think. Which was not a good film.
Maybe it was a method thing. I don't know.
I think. Well, Christian Bale strikes me as the method kind of person,
He is a method.
like
actor,
Jared Leto. Who did you hear that? Will Smith has said that he has not yet met Jared Leto.
Yeah.
Because all the
'Cause
time
he's Joker
just the Joker
100%
when
of
he's
the
on
time.
set.
Yeah, it's great. I love that. I love that.
It's a cool quote, but I
Yeah.
feel bad because I assume Jared Leto's a really cool guy to know.
Yeah, it's a shame that you know the Joker instead.
Yeah, exactly.
But have you heard about the creepy stuff that he's
Do you know
been
what? We're
doing
gonna
on set?
we're gonna retitle this show to "Have you heard?"
No, seriously, have you heard about the creepy stuff he's
Yeah,
been
so he
doing
sent a
on
rat.
set?
He sent a dead rat.
He's sending dead animals and stuff to Margot Robbie on set, and it's just like, what?
He's a crazy dude. He sent something to
Super
Will Smith, and
method.
I can't remember what he sent to Will Smith.
I don't know, but I'd love to find out.
Maybe it was a copy of the
Hey,
CD
you
of
do a Google
the
search for
CD
us
of
and
Wild
find out,
Wild West.
Yeah.
And he was
Oh,
like,
no.
dude, you should.
Just like,
Can we?
we never forget.
Can we please, Will Smith? Can you go back to rapping?
Oh
like,
my God.
your songs,
I
like
want
your
a
films.
Suicide Squad rap.
Imagine
at the
it.
end of
It would be so cool. Oh, Katie, don't bother. We're not going to talk about it for that long.
Okay. But yeah, like final note on that. Under the Red Hood, pretty likely.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about. Yeah, that sounds
pretty
cool.
likely.
What I was gonna
Deathstroke, super
No,
unlikely.
But what I was going to say about the Red Hood story is that it would be super interesting because it would mean that we're already like it excites me that we're like going into a universe that exists and we're just going to have to catch up with the universe
Yeah, that's great.
instead of spend a bunch of time setting up a new universe, which
Because
is awesome because I'm
Quite
sick of
frankly,
seeing
origin stories
like I'm sick
are
of seeing
tiresome.
Gotham's Rising.
Yeah.
And that sounds like the name of an arc.
I get
If
what you
that
mean,
isn't an arc already,
That should be an arc.
Gotham Rising.
That should be like an arc based around the mimic Batman from
Oh,
the start of Dark Knight.
stop! I'm gonna phone up. What's his name?
phone.
I've got
Christopher
Kevin
Nolan.
Tsujihara in my head.
Phone Christopher Nolan.
Kevin Tsujihara. Is that the
Get
DC
Christopher
guy?
Nolan on this stuff.
I'm going to
to
embarrass myself if it's
Yeah,
really not.
it's-
But I think that's someone to do with DC.
I recall the name.
I
If
recall
that
the name as
helps.
well. That's the only. It's like that's a name I recognise. That must be it.
Yeah.
Should be surprised it's not.
Anyway,
J.J. Abrams. He's
on
DC,
from
right?
DC news.
Yeah, let's move on to talk about something that I feel we spend every week at least talking about a little bit.
Oh God, it's not Back to the Future, is
No,
it?
no, it's Star Wars.
Oh, thank Christ.
So we got some new character posters for Star Wars. And
Yeah, we did.
they're really cool, man.
They're really cool.
So we got
Except,
hold on, we'll get to it. So we got one of Han with a blaster. They've all got the kind of something
Han
covering
and
one
Han's
eye.
good blaster.
Han and his blaster.
The good blaster.
Yep. Ray
need to say
Ray
it
with her
right.
staff.
Yep.
Finn is holding a lightsaber.
No, big surprise
Kylo Ren is also holding his
Big surprise
lightsaber.
there.
Leia
Yeah.
has some kind of like
Is not facing the camera for a start.
not dead on.
Not dead on. She's
like-
sort of.
Doing some kind of like contouring pose.
She thinks she's on London Fashion Week.
No, she's got like some kind of holographic display around her.
I'm assuming what's going on is it's sort of
She's
like
more of a
she's taken
backseat
an
character.
Admiral Akbar sort of position.
Yeah, sure. What's her name? Grand Moff Tarkin? No, that's not.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah, but that's the
That's
Empire,
the Empire.
guy. I
Are
always
you
get
looking for Admiral Akbar?
No, it was the woman in the
You know,
woman character.
I don't
in-
actually know her character's name,
I don't either. That's
which is a shame because she's one of like four
She's a cool character. Yeah,
speaking
like-
female
no,
characters
two.
and stuff.
that's her and Leia.
There's her, Leia, and Padme.
Well, if we're talking original trilogy,
Yeah, we are. Good point.
let's be honest.
Yeah,
But yeah, the posters look pretty cool.
they do look pretty cool.
Someone-
I don't like the
can't-
Princess Leia.
Can't
one.
remember what I was watching. Oh, I'll tell you what I was watching. I was watching Collider Movie Talk with John Campier, who's awesome.
Can you stop name dripping other shows on our show, Jeff? It's
We
not
got-
helpful.
He was saying that he believes the whole Finn with a lightsaber thing is a total misdirect.
What? And that he's not actually a Jedi.
No, I believe that he ends up in a lightsaber fight, but the marketing tries to build him as like the lead character, the one who's going to take the mantle. I think it's going to be Rey. And so does John Campier of Collider Movie Talk.
I could see that potentially being a thing, but at the same time, I think that
What do you think, Connor?
give me a second to figure out how to word this.
This is an audio podcast. If I give you a minute to think, we're sat here with, and
That's
that's
a very
not
good point.
entertaining.
Yeah.
That's not entertaining show.
Right. So basically, I'm concerned that like the backlash that we've had from a lot
Oh.
of people. I know this is an awful thing to have to talk about.
I hate it.
It's the worst. People are the worst. If you're one of these people, don't
you're
go
a
and see
person-
Star Wars. We don't want your money.
Oh, I forgot to put it in my notes. But you can finish what you're saying, and I've got something
Basically,
funny to tell you.
The backlash, the unnecessary backlash that J.J. Abrams and the crew of Star Wars Episode 7 have had for casting a black man as the main character is ridiculous. And I'm afraid that if it turns out that John Boyega's character Finn doesn't turn out to be the main character, that these, quite frankly, pretty bigoted people are going to take that as a victory.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to be. I don't
It's
want that to be the
ridiculous.
thing.
Stupid. But on to some funny news.
Yeah, good news, happy news. Less depressing.
No, it's not happy news. It's going to make you angry, but it's funny.
It's Back to the Future stuff.
Fox News in America. Katie, will you jump on mic and tell us your feelings about Fox News? Because I get the feeling you and all America feel the same about Fox News. It's garbage, right?
I have to hold my tongue because my dad is very conservative. So,
Well, to us liberal people, Fox News is the devil.
Yeah, it's pretty awful.
I hate Fox News. But they
Get
had
out of here, Murdoch.
They had they were chatting about the trailer for Star Wars coming out and the fact that it broke all these records in ticket sales. And so Fox, for the sake of bias, had their host, their news presenter, and they had a gentleman who was very excited about the new Star Wars, and they had a woman who, needless to say, thought it was all really stupid. And though it's unbiased, I'm doing air quotes, unbiased, they spent the two who were kind of thought it was ridiculous spent about 10 minutes just berating this guy. Like, it's pretty sad, isn't it? Pretty tragic that you would spend all this time, like, you're ruining it for all of us normal people that won't be able to get tickets and stuff because we're not bothered about seeing it immediately. And it's like, well, here's an idea.
So,
Don't see it immediately.
Yeah, if you're not bothered about seeing it immediately, where is your complaint, you silly people?
They were like, oh, it's you know, I don't get it. Like, what's not to get? It's Star Wars. They were like, oh, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense that one of the biggest film franchises of all time has people slightly excited. Guys, I don't know if you knew this, but Star Wars is a big deal.
I don't get what their complaint is. They're saying that, right, their complaint is
They're being
that
idiots.
but like they're not fans of the films, and so they're
So now they
complaining
won't be
that they
able to
can't
get
get
to see it.
tickets.
Effectively.
What is their complaint here? How does that work?
It's a bit daft. But the posters, they were cool.
Oh,
That's
the
good.
posters were fantastic, with the exception of the Princess Leia one, which was quite frankly,
I didn't mind it.
it's underwhelming.
It's less whelming than the other ones.
I will
Less
say-
whelming.
The one that I actually found surprisingly underwhelming, apart from the Princess Leia one's actually the Kylo Ren poster.
Yeah, because
Because it feels like it feels like the visuals that we're getting pre-release of this film from Kylo Ren's character. I meant to say Adam Driver's character.
Adam Driver's character.
Kylo Ren is not an actor.
Kylo Ren
He's a
played by
villain.
Adam Driver.
Yeah.
Not.
But the
Adam
point is,
Driver
the
played
visuals
by
we're
Kylo
getting
Ren.
of Kylo Ren just all seem a bit.
Wouldn't that be crazy if Adam
samey?
Driver was actually a Sith Lord?
Oh my! I'd buy it.
He's
I'd
got
buy
a
it.
he's got a villain look. You know, as soon as they cast him, I was like,
Yeah.
villain.
Yeah.
He's got the nose. I know that sounds really awful, but his nose is like
Sketchy
villainous
territory.
Nose. No, but his nose is very villainous, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that
I
how
don't
you
know.
view a person's nose?
No, he strikes me as the kind that has a very villainous nose. Anyway, moving on from Star Wars. Something that you can take the lead on the talking with, because I don't care that much. We got a new Warcraft poster and teaser for a teaser. So talk
we
about
got
the poster first. Is
Right.
the poster seems like nothing to me.
The poster is basically nothing. What it is it's showing off the final CG designs for the characters, and it's also trying to emulate the same thing that we've had about 50,000 times the past couple of years with the whole, they did it with the Batman versus Superman thing.
Yeah, where it's like two sides of a story.
Yeah, it's literally just trying to emulate that. So the poster's pretty meh.
Naff.
Like,
It's a bit like I don't care, and also I don't. Well, we'll talk about it a bit when we talk about the teaser for the teaser, but I don't like the CGI. It's not convincing me.
No, the CGI is not convincing. What I said is that it looks very Hobbit.
It does look, you nailed it. It does look very Hobbit.
It's a bit cartoonish. I don't think it's meant to look shockingly realistic, though, because I think this is trying to be a more accurate portrayal of the game.
Yeah.
Which is where a lot of video game movies have failed in the past. Do you remember Super Mario Brothers?
What? You're telling me that's not exactly what the Super Mario Brother games was like?
Oh, no. Jake.
The jump boots, though. Justified. And
the way they made the Goombas look.
they were great. Looked like the lizard from Amazing Spider-Man.
But yeah,
Are you excited for Warcraft?
here's the thing. You know me. I'm
I know the answer.
possibly the nerdiest person in this university, right?
In the university, sure. I thought you were going to say the universe,
No,
but either would have been fine.
thanks for that.
I mean, if you're the biggest nerd in the universe, you would also buy.
I'd love to get past the part of the show where we just berate me and get onto the rest of the news, but basically, I was a long time World of Warcraft player
Yeah, for a
until
very long time.
like 2012.
Yep. I remember it.
Yeah, thanks. So I'm excited to see how well they represent the game, and I'm excited because even though the CG doesn't look shockingly convincing, the art style is very, very true to the games, and it looks like it could potentially be, dare I say it, a good video game movie. And you've been waiting for one as long as I have.
I have, but like at this point, I'm like, let's give up.
Yeah, you're like, let's give up, but at
There's
the
two
same
sides
time,
of the coin. There's people that are like, let's do it properly, and then there's me that's like, let's just not do it.
You're excited to see whether this turns out good, and you're
Yeah,
excited
I
to
am.
see whether Michael Fassbender's Assassin's Creed turns out good.
Yeah, sure. The one I'm most excited for at the moment is Ratchet and Clank.
Oh god, I don't know why I didn't remember that Ratchet and Clank was happening. Yeah, that looks like it's probably going to be way more accurate to the game
Well,
than
it can
the Warcraft
be.
film.
It can be because
Well,
it's animated and it's daft and
Yeah, but I think
it's
that
like Deadpool.
I think as far
sense.
as like technically still live action at this point, Warcraft. Not
Okay.
very, but technically.
I was going to say all of about 3 characters,
yeah.
maybe a live action.
It's
They call it a
it's going to be
CG live
a
action
it's going
blend,
to it's
but,
going to
like,
be a an Attack of the Clones Revenge of the Sith kind of live action.
yeah, where they have like pairs.
it's
of CG.
it's just Ewan McGregor
remember that
on a
bit?
green screen swinging
Do
his
you remember
arm.
that bit where he like Anakin Skywalker moved the pear across the table to Padme's fork, and then she just kind of it looks like there's no they just suddenly become one object. Like you can't. It doesn't feel like there's any force behind like her putting the fork into the pear. It just looks like it glides swiftly on.
It's ridiculous.
It is ridiculous. So you're excited for that?
Yeah, I am. I'm massively excited for it.
Okay.
The final thought is that I'm glad that they decided not to dumb down the art style. I think that could be
Yeah.
one of the best decisions they've made with this so far.
Yeah. We're going to take a break in a couple of minutes,
Yeah.
but I want to talk to you about one very exciting piece of news.
Is this the one that you were?
Yeah,
you
we were
both looked
discussing it
excited?
earlier, and I said I didn't want to reveal it like
Okay.
off camera because I feel like you're going to get excited about it. Did you know there's a Lego Batman film coming out? That wasn't even the bit of the news.
I was not aware of this. I'm gonna put my headphones back on now.
That wasn't the best bit of the news. So
Was it not?
to run you through the already confirmed cast.
Oh, hold on. Please tell me Adam West is in this.
No, he might make a cameo.
Oh man, I'd
but
love it.
Will Arnett is Batman,
Yeah.
who was
The
Lego
Lego
Batman,
Batman
in the
video
Lego movie,
games.
which no,
Oh,
the Lego
sorry,
Batman
yeah,
in the
my apologies.
Lego movie, which sounded awesome.
Yeah.
Zach Galifianakis is the Joker, which is interesting,
It is interesting.
and we have our Alfred.
Oh please.
It's Ralph Fiennes. How cool is that?
Oh my god.
It's so cool. Man, that was close to a curse word. He just went forth.
And we broke Connor.
We broke.
I actually didn't nearly swear. I actually nearly said Voldemort is
Voldemort is Alfred now. Who like you looked like you had an idea of who it could have been. Who would have like if not Ralph Fiennes?
I thought you were gonna say one of the previous people who has voiced or played
Michael Caine.
Alfred.
Michael Caine.
Like considering it's an
Archie
animated film,
will
do you know who would
protect
have been a perfect match for it?
Morgan Freeman
Oh,
for Alfred.
I don't know, man.
No, Connor, the British butler.
No, true.
Ha.
True. Who
Batman.
voiced him in the Batman TV series?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. But he was good.
He was good.
But I tell you that no, I can't. Oh, Kevin Conroy was the voice of Batman in the Batman.
There's a dent in my knuckle from where I bit my hand out of excitement.
It's cool though, isn't it?
It's kind of really
this film sounds awesome. It's going to have the sense of humor of the Lego movie.
Yeah.
And like Batman.
And it only comes in black.
Batman.
And darker black.
and no,
Sorry,
and very dark grey. Well, that's it for the first half of the show.
Yeah.
We're going to cut to a musical break. This song is one you would recognise if you're a Disney fan, and if you're a Phil Collins fan. Welcome back to the show. That was "Stay Alive" by Jose Gonzalez from the soundtrack to Walter Mitty, The Secret Life of. Walter Mitty, The Secret Life of.
Yeah, that's how it's listed in registers.
Exactly. So before the break, we were talking about Lego Batman stuff, and we were talking about Star Wars and all that jazz.
Yeah.
We got through the main bulk of the news, the big news. So we're
Yeah.
going to go through just some smaller bits of news.
The itty bitty news.
Well, actually, this first bit of news isn't exactly itty bitty.
No?
As far as like how big it's going to be.
What's the first?
So we got some images and an Entertainment Weekly cover for Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the Harry Potter spin-off, based on the spin-off book that is a textbook in the real world of Harry Potter that is a fictional world that is written by a character who is fictional, that is the character that Eddie Redmayne is playing in this fictional
Do you
film.
want to know? Basically,
So there's a
Fantastic
textbook
Beasts and Where to Find Them is a book that they use
that exists in the real world
in
of
Harry Potter. It's one of
Not
their
the real
school
world.
books.
Yeah, it's one of the textbooks.
J.K. Rowling released that book.
Yeah, which is an interesting
It's
book.
cool. I love that book.
Yeah, it's cool.
And,
Interesting idea.
And now they're making it a film.
Yeah, but it's not like not the textbook, because the textbook is all about just different magical beasts and where you can find them.
Do you know what do you know what I would find really cool?
What would you find really cool?
If they also did this for Quidditch Through the Ages.
Oh, that would be a
Could
great
you imagine
film.
a Quidditch sport
I would
film?
watch that film. Be like, imagine. Oh, what's a good sport?
Airbud.
Yes, exactly. When I think great sports
Space
film,
Jam.
Space Jam. Imagine
Come
Space
on
Jam
and
with
slam.
Come on and slam.
How have we not played that on this show yet?
Oh, next week. Next week
Next
we're
week,
playing
Space Jam. You
Yeah,
heard it
so,
here first.
So we got some images from the film. I almost said
Yep.
from the show. It's not a show.
It's not a show, no.
Eddie Redmayne is starring. He definitely looked like a wizard.
Yeah, he does.
He had a wand.
He did have one.
It's set in the 20s.
By he
Ish.
looked like a wizard, what you meant is he's wearing relatively smart-looking clothing.
And has a wand.
He looks like an old man and has a piece of wood.
Well, it's set in the 20s.
Yeah, it is set in the 20s.
It's set in 20s New York.
Right, here's the thing. I'm not convinced it's entirely set in New York.
No, I'm not either.
Because this textbook shows...
No, but Newt Scamander is an American wizard.
Yeah, he is. And I'm excited
I think.
I'm excited to see the character brought to life because, like, the background stuff you
Have
get
I
about
seen
him.
Eddie Redmayne doing an American accent in a film?
You must have.
No, I don't think I've seen any.
Did he do an American accent with My Week with Marilyn?
Oh, he was in My Week with Marilyn.
There we go. That's
So
that's
that
where
yeah,
you-
so maybe he can do it.
Okay.
Thanks, Katie.
So I'm excited for that.
Okay.
But like I'm concerned that if they do try and keep it to one location, it'll spoil sort of what's good about the book, which is that it goes into detail about these
Well, of
magical
course it's
creatures
gonna go,
right across the world.
Well, of course it will.
Yeah, but we're talking like it talks about like dragons at
India
the top
and-
of like ridiculously high mountains and stuff. We're
Yeah.
gonna see all that.
Well, obvious. I hope so. It would
That'd be
kind of
really cool.
Well, the thing is, we don't know what the narrative is going to be.
No,
like
we don't.
there is no there's no source material for this, and it's written actually by J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, I'm assuming that the narrative is going to sort of take place alongside him writing the book.
I assume it's his adventures that inspire him to do the book.
I'm not convinced.
Which would you prefer?
I would prefer to see him
Writing the book in the film.
writing the book. Like he's doing this research, but I want a narrative to go along with that.
That would be interesting. I'd watch that film.
Yeah,
And I like Eddie Redmayne.
yeah, I love.
If we
Eddie
forget
Redmayne. He's
Jupiter
great.
Ascending, I like him. Have you seen the trailer for the Danish
Oh my god,
Girl?
he was in that.
Yeah.
He was in
Have you,
Jupiter
seen have you
Ascending?
seen the trailer for the Danish Girl? He
No.
plays a transvestite.
No, I haven't seen it.
Or maybe a transsexual. You'll have to forgive me if I don't know the story, but it looks amazing.
No,
It's
I
really, really exciting looking film.
I have not seen the trailers for that now. I haven't even heard of it.
We should watch it.
We should.
I know someone who was an extra in that.
Yeah.
Moving on. Unless you had anything more to say about Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them.
Jupiter Ascending sucks. I haven't even seen it. Don't need to.
Yeah, get it together, Wachowski siblings.
Come on, man. You guys like. Can you guys get over the Matrix and like make another good film, please?
Yeah.
And it'd be
Nicole
appreciated.
Kidman set to join the Wonder Woman film. Nicole Kidman. What are you doing?
Kayti was saying on the bus ride over here about how Nicole Kidman's
No, okay,
eyebrows
so-
never stop.
Okay, so here's what's up. I was thinking about Moulin Rouge,
Right.
and in Moulin Rouge, her eyebrows are insane.
They are
like,
pretty
they just
crazy.
She
go
showed me a
on
picture
like
because I
halfway
didn't
to her
believe her.
temple.
They go on forever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure in Wonder Woman she won't have the eyebrows, if
Yeah,
that
I'm
makes
pretty
you feel
sure as
any
well.
better. But yeah,
Who's
she's
she playing?
dude. I knew you were going to ask me that because I haven't prepared. Bear with me a minute. Chat about the ideas though. So Chris Pine is also in the film.
I could see potentially Nicole Kidman playing Athena. I think that'd be a good mix.
that would be interesting.
That would be a good mix.
But like Chris Pine is also in this. Chris Pine? Which one's Kirk? Chris Pine. Yeah.
Chris Pine,
Um.
not Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt is the dinosaur guy.
I know who Chris Pratt is. I'm just reading through.
I'm glad you took the time on this audio podcast to read and not speak.
You should have just asked me to do that, like, in all
Yeah.
honesty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's uncertain how closely the film will follow the comic's plot. It did note that the mother of the mother of Diana Prince, aka Wonder Woman,
Yep.
is the Amazon Queen Hippolyta.
Give me a second. I'm going to come over and read that.
Hippolyta. Hurry up.
Yeah.
Wow, we are, like, super prepared for this.
Hippolyta, yeah. Well, it's a pre-recorded show.
Hippolyta is probably the closest you're going to
So
get.
that's who she's playing, I think.
Is it?
Potentially. She's definitely playing an Amazonian warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd prefer to see her play Athena.
And Chris Pine is playing Steve Trevor.
Yeah.
Who is the love interest of Wonder Woman.
You're good at this whole reading and talking at the same time thing, aren't you? Like, you're really good at this.
No. The film comes out in 2017, in June 23rd, which is halfway between both of our birthdays. Nice birthday treat.
Oh, God, it is, yeah. That'll be
It's also been directed by Patty Jenkins, who I believe was responsible for, if I'm recalling correctly, I believe she's responsible for some of the best episodes of Breaking Bad, like Ozymandias and
Yes.
stuff like that.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, so that... Does that excite you? It bothers... I'll tell you why this news annoys me, is because it's like, I remember when the news came out about Patty, like, they were like, oh, we're going to get a female director for the Wonder Woman film, and I'm like, just get whoever's good for the... Like, I think there aren't enough women directors. There aren't enough women behind the camera.
There's no question. It's not a thing to think they're
I don't
wrong.
want people to misconstrue what I'm saying,
Yeah.
but I think getting a woman deliberately because it's a film about a woman, that feels more offensive than just getting the right person for the role.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know her name, but there's a woman is directing Black Panther, and that's great, because it doesn't feel like a gimmick.
And I think what's more offensive about it is the idea that this was news. Like,
yeah, of course we can't. We're aware we're in a privileged position. We can't really.
Yeah,
it's hard for us to kind of like get whether people are offended by. It might be offensive that we're saying it's offensive or assuming it's offensive.
Yeah,
a lot of people are offended a lot of the time.
Yeah,
I'm one of them though. So.
Let's move on. Are you excited for this film? Because like,
my problem is Gal Gadot. Until I see Batman vs Superman, I'm not convinced of her acting skill.
Okay,
she was in the Fast franchise.
No, it's a fair precaution because
she is leading the film.
It's gonna be her first big leading role, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. So we haven't seen her carry a film before. This will be interesting to see. But I'm personally not a fan of Wonder Woman in the comics.
Why not?
Like, for the same reason I'm not a fan of a lot of the bigger Justice League members. Like, I'm not a Superman fan.
You hurt me.
My two favorite members of the Justice League are
Martian Manhunter.
Yep.
Batman.
No.
Aquaman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually went on a.
What was the Martian quote that they cut out from the film that was in the book about Aquaman? It was like, "What do you think?" There's a moment in The Martian.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert if you haven't seen The Martian, when they discover that he's still on Mars. And they're like, I wonder what he's thinking right there.
Yeah, there was something about Aquaman.
And he was like, I wonder if Aquaman swims on land or something stupid like that.
It's fantastic.
It's a great moment in the book, and they cut it out of the film.
It is a shame.
But instead, I think it cut to him listening to like ABBA or some kind of disco music.
Oh yeah, it was him. It was him complaining about the amount of disco music he has to listen to.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a shame because that Aquaman joke was great.
The first Captain America Civil War teaser trailer is apparently going to be coming around the time of Star Wars, which makes perfect sense.
Cool. Can we just avoid the whole split poster thing, please?
No, because it's going to happen. You're going to have two campaigns. One that's like Team Iron Man, Team Registration, and Team Rebels.
Yep.
And you're going to get that poster campaign. And you're going to get the shot in the trailer where it's... But apparently, what I've seen, what I've heard so far is that there is a trailer out there and that it has a shot of like both teams running at each other with the fists up, and like that moment in Age of Ultron where they all jump and it's slow-mo and stuff, and it's okay, but I feel like it looks a bit cheesy and stuff. Apparently,
want
there's a
that.
shot like that where they're running at each other, and it makes me cringe thinking about it.
Can I just they've bit my tongue.
We should clarify.
I bit my tongue.
We love my tongue.
How would?
Shout out to Jar Jar Binks, my boy.
Ow.
But yeah, I just don't want that shot in the film.
No.
Like I get for material promotional
I
material.
had a thought recently.
We're excited for this film.
I
we
had
should
a thought
clarify.
recently about.
Oh, did it die of loneliness? Oh, sorry.
Thanks for cracking the mic for
Yeah.
the sake of a joke. I appreciate it.
So-
But no. So Thor's not in Civil War.
He's not. Neither is Hulk.
Neither is Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got rid of
You
your
kind
two.
of gotta get rid of them
You've gotten rid of your two big power players, right?
because you have to. Otherwise, because like if the Hulk is on one side, that side wins.
Now I've got to bring this up.
Okay.
One side has the Iron Legion. Without Hulk and without Thor,
Well, no, they disbanded.
how the heck is Captain America's team going to
No, they
deal with the
disbanded-
Iron Legion?
Right, like, so if I'll break it down and we could talk about it. If my memory serves me well,
It probably
Team
doesn't.
Iron Man
Yeah.
is Iron Man, Shocker,
Uh,
not
Ro-
a character called Shocker. I was just saying it was shocking.
No.
Rhodey,
Yep.
War Machine,
Yep.
Black Widow,
Yes.
which
Which confused me
confused me.
because she's on the side of the guy she hates instead of the one.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
And there's someone else. Oh,
Yeah.
Vision.
Vision, yes.
Vision. And then on Team Captain America,
You got everyone else.
you've got don't say that because there's some people we haven't seen in the promotion, which I'll explain in a second. We've got Captain America, Bucky,
Falcon.
Falcon,
Bucky,
Bucky,
which
on
is
it,
interesting.
which is cool. Hawkeye, Ant-Man, I was going to say Sharon Stone, but that's the actress,
Yeah.
not even the actress who plays it. Sharon Carter,
Mm-hmm.
Agent 13.
You Scarlet Witch.
And no, see, this is what I was about to say. So
No, a second. I thought
Scarlet
was in the
Witch-
film.
she's in the film, so is Spider-Man, but the way that the rights work is they can't
Oh.
use them in promotional materials.
Oh, okay. That's weird.
So we don't know which side Spider-Man's on. We don't know which side Scarlet Witch is on. If I had to guess, I'd say Scarlet Witch is with Captain America because she doesn't like Tony Stark.
No, she doesn't.
And if I had to guess,
Spider-Man's
again,
gonna
Spider-Man will flip-flop, but I think he's going to be with Iron Man. He'll get his suit. Like, Iron Man will provide him with, like, suit and tech.
Yeah.
And then I assume, much like happens in the comics, he'll get just pummeled.
Yeah, probably.
And Captain America's side will take him. Do you want the Punisher in this film? I want the Punisher in this film so bad. There was a moment where I was like, oh my gosh,
I want the Punisher in everything.
Punisher's gonna be in Civil War because there was a photo that Tom Holland took with John Bernthal. John Bernthal now
I
being
know,
the
man.
Punisher.
I know.
But it turns out that they're just
They're
cool
just
with each
buddies.
other.
I want John Bernthal in just
John Bon Jovi.
John Bernthal. It's the tongue.
John Bon Jovi.
John Bon Jovi.
I want John Bon Jovi
No, it's the
as
tongue playing up. I want John Bernthal in everything.
all films.
Right now, he's probably one of my favorite actors. Like
He's
him,
good, man.
J.K. Simmons.
Yes, obviously.
Like,
I want him back. Like, I would forgive everything.
yeah.
I know
where you go with this. Me too, man.
I would forget everything that ever happened about Spider-Man
J.K.
if they
Simmons
would bring
back
J.K.
as-
Simmons back as J. Jonah Jameson. I don't care. Like,
Parker.
to heck with the canon. I don't care. Like, I just want him back.
God.
It would be so good. And he's Oscar winning
But
now.
Jake, how are we going to get him pictures of Spider-Man?
Exactly. Parker.
He was so good.
He was really,
He was
really
the best
good.
part of that trilogy.
Yeah. So, are you excited for Civil War? Are you
Yeah.
excited for the trailer? I'm excited to see the trailer. I want to see what's going on.
I could give the trailer a miss because I know they're going to do the split advert campaign.
Well, not only that, but like I know the story of Civil War. I know I want to go see the film.
Yeah.
I'll watch about 10 seconds of the trailer.
Yeah.
If it catches me, great. I'll turn it off. I'll watch it until I decide I'm going, and then I don't want
Yeah.
anything more ruined because I don't think like maybe Disney's marketing have learned a lesson from Star Wars because they've done really well
Yeah,
with marketing
absolutely.
Star Wars and not giving anything away. But I don't know if that transfers well to the people that manage
the thing.
Marvel.
There's only so much you can actually spoil for a storyline that you and I have both read at least 20 times each.
I read it like last week. It's
Yeah.
so good, and I know people who don't like
last
that
time I read it
storyline.
was literally like 2 days before we started this show.
Do you remember Marvel Ultimate Alliance was?
Oh, I love that. I love that
Well,
game.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2 was based on the Civil
Weirdly
War
enough,
film.
I actually preferred the first game. The
Yeah,
one
I
that
did.
wasn't
I
based
did
on
as
it.
well. I did as well.
And I can tell you exactly why.
Loki, the
Uh,
fight with Loki, where it's all like, foo, 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 foo.
Forget the fight with Loki, although that is a pretty solid boss fight.
Do you like that sound effect? Foo, 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 foo. You know, when you picked.
No, I actually like the first one better because it has a significantly wider cast of characters in it. Like, it's got...
It doesn't have Deadpool, though.
It doesn't.
Oh, it does have Deadpool.
It does have Deadpool.
It does
but
have
it also has,
Deadpool.
like, Jean Grey, Nightcrawler, Ghost Rider. It's like, it's got occult characters.
Yeah, it's a lot more limited.
It's
in
got
the
Mephisto
in
as
the
a boss
second
fight.
one. Mephisto boss fight was awesome. Do you remember?
You had
It
to make a
You had
choice.
to make a choice. It was
You
like
had to make a choice
Nightcrawler-
between Nightcrawler and Jean Grey.
Like, that was a
You
cool
had to
game.
pick who lived. How
You were-
weighty that
You
decision
were
was as a
responsible
12-year-old
for
with no life.
mortality. Were you 12? It came out in 2000.
I was 12 last time I played it.
Oh, it came out in 2008, I think.
No, it was the second one.
Oh, maybe you're right. It
Yeah.
was on the PS2.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
It's a good game.
Welcome to Games for Thought.
Welcome to Games. We do need to do that at some point. Have a Games for
we
Thought
should
week.
we should do a gaming week. We should do a TV week.
Yeah, we should.
Audience, hold us responsible. We've said it now.
Yeah,
Make us
that's
do
the thing that happens.
it. Power Rangers. The Power Rangers.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. I'm getting some serious shade from Katie right now. What happened?
What
Did my
happened?
phone go off or something? Did
What-
Katie's
what
phone
happened?
go off?
No, sorry, that was mine.
Oh my god. Why are you throwing shade at me?
That wasn't
Wow.
shade. That was, oh god, I'm an idiot.
Oh man.
That's
That hurts.
that's-
Anyway, continue. Jake.
Sorry, I got a Tinder notification.
Jake, get off Tinder, mate. We have a show to do. We only have an hour.
Yeah, Power Rangers.
Power
They've
Rangers.
started casting it.
Yeah,
They're
they have.
casting a bunch of unknowns.
Yeah, they have.
They're casting a bunch of unknowns,
Okay, good.
which is fine.
It's fine.
It's fine by me.
It's great.
They've got a 35 million budget, which I think is problematic. That's not enough.
Nowhere
to
near
do,
enough.
That's not enough to do CGI, and it's too much to do giant men in in robot costumes fist fighting.
Do you know what they should settle on?
What?
Sharknado quality CGI.
See, this is what I'm worried about. I want the Power Rangers film to be good.
Yeah, me
Like,
too.
I liked Power Rangers. I won't like
Do you know what I liked? That fan film that got taken down about
Man, it didn't get
300
taken down.
times.
Oh, it's up now.
Yeah, it's a minute.
Oh, I can't remember the name of the producer, but he does a load of he started a new series called the Bootleg Universe Pitch Show
Yeah.
or something like that.
Doesn't he just basically just
He
steal
sits directors.
IPs?
No, he sits directors down and he says, "If you could do this franchise, what would you do with it?" And it's such a cool idea. He had someone pitching a new Jaws film. He had someone. He just does a bunch of stuff. His YouTube channel is great and not enough. If you're a serious film fan, get
Show notes.
onto that show. I'll try and I haven't done show notes for the last couple of
Why?
weeks,
We've had
so I
so much
need
stuff
to
in the
get
show notes.
on to putting together
Yeah, get the show notes compiled for the past few episodes.
And if you're wondering where those will be, it'll be on the YouTube archived version in the description.
Yep.
Okay. So 35 million budget. Would you be excited for the Power Rangers film?
I'd be excited if it had a slightly bigger budget because, quite frankly, like I don't
Well, you have
want
to remember,
see them
like most of budget goes to cast, and if they're casting unknowns, it's probably like 100 grand each.
Yeah, but
So that's only like 600 grand that they're going to be doing for.
Here's the thing: I
main
don't
cast.
want to. I don't want to see them go to the like men in giant foam costumes thing.
I don't either, Connor. I was making a
And
joke.
I want the film. I want the film to be legitimately good.
I'm not excited for the CGI if it's only 35
Yeah.
million budget. Anyway, did you know? Are you aware of Matthew McConaughey?
No, who's that?
All right. He said that in his Oscar speech.
He did.
A lot of people said that was really arrogant of him, but I thought
Yeah.
it was great. I
It was-
love Matthew
it was
McConaughey.
awesome.
He can do no wrong, except for all those films he did before he got good.
Yeah.
He turned down a villain role in the Marvel universe.
No way. Who did he turn
Yeah,
down?
Well, it's not. He turned down the main villain of Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Which is not. It's not like I don't know who it is yet. No information has come out about that. But that tells me that they're taking this character seriously. You know, like my main criticism is that Marvel villains are always.
Can I pitch a
like-
thing to you?
Yeah, pitch something to me.
How would you feel if the main villain of Guardians of the Galaxy 2
Star-Lord's
was
dad.
Star-Lord's dad?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm guessing it would have been.
Yeah, because
That's
that
what
makes
I'm
sense.
guessing it
That
still
makes sense
is.
for casting if they were going after Matthew McConaughey.
You
Like-
you think he looks like Chris Pratt?
Age him up and make him a bit more alien.
Well, no, you don't have to. You don't have to age him up at
No,
all.
not-
'cause there's
not
a
a shocking
suggestion that
amount,
like.
but-
Well, he is alien. Like
Yeah.
that, I think I don't know too much about the Guardians of the Galaxy comics, but like
I know more about
they
the individual
age a lot.
Guardians.
they age a lot
Yeah.
less. Whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Like Star-Lord dad
Yeah.
is.
The point is that like Matthew McConaughey is probably
He's a really good actor, and that's all that.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing that upsets me about this news is that we're not getting Matthew McConaughey in a
I can see why
Marvel
he'd
film.
probably do it though, because Matthew McConaughey sort of leans towards like single-time, non-franchise roles, like in like new IPs.
Well, he says he did actually say that he wanted to get into something like this.
Yeah,
so I don't know what
that?
it was a while ago, and I can't remember the source. But he like that makes me possibly a little bit nervous for what. I mean, maybe not. It's probably not making me nervous. It's just making me wonder.
Let's hope it was just a case of Matthew McConaughey thinking
that role isn't right for me.
This isn't my
He's
role.
good at knowing what he's good for doing lately.
Yeah, like. Say what you want about any of the films that he's been in the past, say, 4 years, but he has been well suited to the roles.
Absolutely,
massively so.
Man, we've got a lot of Marvel news this week.
Yeah, we do.
We're moving close to the end of the show now.
We'll run a little over if we have to.
We're probably not going to. So Iron Fist is another Marvel character. If for those of you that watch the
we don't blame you if you don't know who this character is.
For those of you that watch the Netflix
Deadpool.
Marvel Daredevil.
Daredevil even.
The Netflix Marvel programs. One's coming out very soon. Jessica Jones, which looks really great. Had David Tennant in it. But anyway, Iron Fist is part of the group called the Defenders, which includes Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones. Luke Cage was in that teaser.
Yeah, he was.
He's really cool. Anyway,
good job there.
Apparently, Marvel have been struggling to cast Iron Fist, which I get because he has to be a martial arts master, and he has to look like he's not trying at all, and it also has to be someone of relative Asian descent.
Do you know who they should cast?
I said Ray Parks of like Darth Maul. And
I was
Toad.
going to jokingly suggest that they cast Ray Parks just now.
Well, no,
Are
that
you
would have
really
made
not worried about the whole whitewashing Hollywood thing that's going on? At the moment?
I do. I get it.
It's like, actually, let's move on because this connects really well, because I feel like this is a more important thing we have to address, is the Ghost in the Shell adaptation.
Well, that's not news from this week, but
It is, it is news that we didn't cover.
Because it was like months before we started the show.
well, yeah. Basically, Scarlett Johansson is really good at pushing small films and getting them actually made if they struggle to get a budget.
I don't like Under the Skin. I don't care what you say.
Okay, you don't have to like Under the Skin. The point is, it wouldn't have been made if Scarlett Johansson hadn't have showed interest in it.
I don't think that's true, but go on.
And she has been a massive advocate for the Western adaptation of Ghost in the Shell, which is a huge
Big
anime property.
Big anime property.
Now, the problem is there's been a lot of backlash recently online about the whitewashing of Hollywood, especially with this Ghost in the Shell story.
Well, not only that, but like Pan cast Rooney Mara as Tiger Lily.
Yeah, it's becoming a serious issue. And so I think that, as with Ghost in the Shell, as with Iron Fist, they should be accurately casting these rather than going with people who, like, sure, Ray Parks is fantastic.
Well, the thing is, you've like at a certain point. Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
I hate it as well. It annoys me every time I see it. But I would also say that it's about getting, like I was saying before about the Wonder Woman director. It's about getting who's best for the role. And if you need someone like Iron Fist, you need a martial arts expert.
You do need a martial arts.
But you can get one. I know so many people.
Okay, but it doesn't have to be Ray Parks. There are
obviously
plenty.
there are so many.
There are plenty.
They need to reach across the pond
They do.
to Japan, to Eastern Asia.
They need to cast an Oriental martial arts expert with an acting background. That can't be that difficult.
I know a gentleman who studied in Hong Kong doing martial arts stuff, and he said the stuff that they do over there is ridiculous, and it's not even like the stuff that they do in West. Anyway, I don't.
But let's be honest, they're probably going to go to Ray Parks first.
I don't know. He's not that great of an actor.
Well,
he's a great martial artist, but I don't know if he's that good of an actor. But that wasn't the part of the news. Anyway. They've been struggling with stuff, and they're struggling to find like 13 episodes worth of content within the character.
Yeah, he's not a massive character solo. He's a
exactly.
big group.
He's a big part
player.
of the Defender. Part of the Defenders.
And he was an Avenger at one point.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that.
No, he was.
Okay, if you want to
Like,
make the definitive
I'm
statement.
not. I'm not the Marvel fan out of the two of us. You're the Marvel guy. I'm the DC guy.
Yeah,
but I can
yeah.
tell you, he was an Avenger at one point.
So they might be making it a Netflix exclusive feature film instead, which I'm down for.
I could see them doing
I'm
that.
down for that.
Yeah.
That's the end of that news.
It's still cinematic universe at the end of the day.
Exactly, it's still part of the same thing.
It's still cinematic universe. It's still the same character. But if they feel like a Netflix exclusive movie is the way to go, more props to them.
We've got one more piece of news, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna leave you. Like we discussed, this is gonna be a shorter episode.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening if you're listening, and thank you for watching if you're watching, because it's awesome. But we've got one more piece of news before we go.
Okay.
I sent you a trailer last night.
You did.
For a film called Anomalisa,
I showed this to Katie. She has the same opinion I do.
starring David Thewlis.
This
Amazing voice.
film
It looks incredible.
looks magical.
Like I
Just
shared that on my Facebook.
Plain amazing.
It just looks phenomenal. It's stop motion.
Yeah.
Stop motion claymation.
Mhm.
But there is stuff in that I'm like, how did you do that?
The
There is
eyes
shot-
are a bit uncanny valley.
The eyes are a bit uncanny
Freaks me out a
valley,
bit.
but you can like see they haven't made an attempt to hide the
No.
like the bits where they change the face and
Yeah.
stuff, and
So
so everyone looks like they're wearing glasses.
yeah, I don't mind that. I think
I
it
don't mind.
actually
It looks-
plays to the effectiveness.
Yeah,
of-
definitely.
of
So it's by
trailer.
Charlie Kaufman, who wrote Eternal Sunshine.
Eternal
of the
Sunshine.
Spotless Mind.
That had me crazy excited when I saw that,
Right.
because like I love that film, and very much it has very similar themes to what I'm getting from this trailer as well.
Yeah.
It's like
That's what it feels like.
it's
It's
like
a very
case of
existential.
it's very like a case of. It's a case of like exploring the ideas of like identity,
life.
life, romance, and personal connections, and like
David Thewlis is a voice acting, though.
Oh.
It sounds amazing.
he's an amazing actor
He's
and
brilliant.
an amazing voice
Blackpool
actor as
Pride.
well. Oh yeah, woo! Even though we're from Middlesbrough.
Well, I mean, we lived there. So.
Yeah. But David Thewlis, if anyone doubts David Thewlis' voice acting, which I don't know why you would,
Isn't he in Fable or something?
he is in Fable. You're correct.
Yeah.
But what I was going to bring up is
He's got the very
go and
northern
watch
accent
James
in
and
this.
James and the Giant Peach. He plays Mr. Worm.
Yeah. That blew my mind when you showed me a couple of days ago. I was like, what? What? No. But, like, his accent in this trailer is amazing. He's very, very northern, like, at certain points.
I want to get
And
some
it just
sound bites
sounds
of David Thewlis for next week, just from the James and the Giant Peach film, because that, like, he had some amazing.
But there's some
lines.
amazing shots in this. So there's one that sticks
Oh,
out
yeah.
to me. The character is running down a corridor, and it looks like, and the background's
It
all a bit-
looks like
I can't figure out how they did it.
Me neither.
It looks like they've got a rig on the character. You know, like those shots
Yeah,
that you
no,
would
I
get
know.
if you rigged up an actor and ran him down. It looks like one of them, and I can't remember the name of the equipment that you would use for it, but it looks incredible, and it
amazing.
just looks magical. And the bit at the end where the guy's
Do you
like,
know what-
"I'm sorry, I'm a nervous flyer. I've been holding your hand." He's like,
Yeah,
"That's fine. You can let me go now, though."
Do you know, like, one of the things that made me really excited for this is that I saw it open up as an animated film. I was like, okay, this animation style looks really creepy.
Yeah,
But the shot that convinced me is the woman walking away from the table in the diner. We don't know the
Yeah.
context of this shot,
Yeah,
but that sold the film for me. That
I
shot, and
think-
that's right at the beginning of the trailer.
I think what sold me on the film was some of those shots where I couldn't
Yeah.
figure out how they did it, and it looked, and also they just got such insane like depth of field in the
God,
like
yeah.
it's so.
But like
focused.
the key point though is that this is an animated film, a stop motion film that is heavily grounded in reality.
Yeah, well, there seems like there's some surrealist elements.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like there's
Sorry,
definitely
check,
some.
it's puppets.
Yeah, exactly.
sake.
There's some surrealist elements. You've got some like ghostly figure at one point. There's just some interesting.
Yeah, I was
It-
wondering.
But
about
like, we're gonna go see this, right? I think it comes out in
Absolutely.
December or
Absolutely
early
gonna see
January.
that. December here, rest of the world, January.
I think it's limited release. In December
Limited
or
release
something.
here, yeah.
So shake my hand. We're gonna go. Yeah, we're gonna go see it.
We're gonna go see it.
Cool. Awesome. Well, that's the end of the show for this week. Because this, like we said, if you missed the beginning of the show, this is pre-recorded. And Connor, you're going away tomorrow.
I am
As
going
is
away
Katie.
tomorrow for the weekend.
You were very excited about your train seat. Describe
am.
your train seat to me.
My train seat for all of the travel nerds out there is a forward-facing,
Oh, that's good.
quiet zone,
Oh my word.
window,
Oh.
table seat
Oh my gosh.
next to the dining cart.
Oh. That's a train.
This is a glorious ticket.
I've got a girl in
It's a
tears.
3-hour train journey.
Oh. So yeah, we'll be back to normal next week.
Yep.
But thank you for tuning in for this epic 1 hour special.
We're
of
gonna
the
get
newsroom.
ice cream.
We're gonna go get ice cream.
We're gonna go get ice cream.
You're listening to Brian Adams. Everything I do it for you from the Robin Hood Prince of Thieves soundtrack. Enjoy the rest of your Friday.